Hi, you guys. I was not going to go live, at least not right now. But I just had something happen at Oliver's school. Now I'm sitting in Zoe's school. And I was very troubled by it. I now have this sick feeling in my stomach, and I feel so sick. It's like I'm in pain all over my body, and I was not like this before this event happened, and I just felt like I needed to share how I'm feeling, like my thoughts, my disgust, and just anything else I come up with while I'm on here. So before I start, there's a lot of new followers, so if you're watching this, it's going to be a story about my son Oliver. So my son Oliver he's about 3.5 years old, and he is moderate functioning autistic. So he's some levels high functioning, some levels low functioning, so they kind of just put him in the middle. Like he's okay, and he is such a blessing. I love him to the moon and back, and I would not change a thing about him, literally. But anyway, so besides that, we were just at his school. He rides the bus to school, and then I pick him up after. And it's awesome that he rides because I don't have to worry about like the drop off and him freaking out. Hi, Nicole. But with the pickup, it makes it really, really difficult sometimes because there's so many people, and sometimes he doesn't want to go to the car, and sometimes we get to the car and I have to bribe him with snacks. And now Mimi's picked up on it, but it's the only thing I can do because sometimes he's so overwhelmed and frustrated that he just can't let it out. So I park in the same spot every day because I pick up his car seat, right by this fence. So I went to his class and I got him and everything was okay. He surprisingly walked to the car like decently. He was not upset. He was kind of asking for a beef stick and whatever. So I buckle Mila in like I do every single day, and I'm walking with him, holding his hand behind my car, and right as we get there, the car behind me, this lady like blares her horn, and I turn around before I even realize that Oliver is going to have a meltdown. And I look, and she makes this gesture to her son that he was walking too slow. And that's why she honked her horn. In the midst of that, Oliver lost it. Screaming, throwing his arms, didn't want to walk. It's like his body went limp, but he had control over it. It was like the panic attack, anxiety attack. I don't even know. He just lost it. I was so pissed at this woman because what she doesn't understand is what we go through after this happens. All because her son, her perfectly fine son, was not walking fast enough for her needs because she had somewhere to go or something to do and she needed him to walk faster. So she ruined my child's afternoon. Granted, he is okay now. I have learned, how to hold him properly and calm him down and get him the snacks that he wants. But thinking even beyond Oliver, how many other kids this happens to, all because someone does something that they didn't have to. That horn that it was in her car is not there in her car for her to make her child walk faster. That is for an emergency. It is for if someone is backing out and about to hit her, she should blare on that horn. If someone, is speeding and they're, coming straight at her, she should honk that horn. She should move out of the way. She should do whatever she can. And that is what that horn is for. To alert other people that there is danger. Not for her son to walk faster. And I don't know what she's going through today or any other day, but it is so frustrating that I had to take 10 minutes from my loving son to calm down because she had to blare on that horn. And I just feel so sick. And Kristen, yes, I don't even know. I feel like I'm like about to explode. Like my heart is just going to come out. And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like, and he's okay now. You want Spider-Man song? Okay, puppy. I'll turn on Spider-Man song in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
But my point is that when you are about to do something, I want everyone, or at least 50% of you guys, to just stop and think and be like, is what I'm doing going to cause someone else's day to be ruined? Is it going to affect somebody? Is it going to cause a meltdown? Is it going to ruin someone's life? Anything like that. I want to put awareness out there because there are so many things that could be avoided to better the lives of other people. And, you know, I just put something out that, you know, I'm doing everything I can to better my life, even if every day isn't unicorns and rainbows and, you know, bright and cheery. But the thing is everything I'm doing, even on those bad days, is bettering the lives of my children. And that's all I do. I think the last time I honked on my horn was when I was like 16 or 17 years old. And I don't even remember why. I think it was in the process of me rear-ending somebody, and I was in the wrong because I was sick. And I just didn't have time to stop. But I know what this is here for. I know that this loud horn could affect somebody. And that was even before I had kids. And Kristen, yes, exactly. It's like, I can't even describe the way I'm feeling right now. Like I am trying, and I had 10 minutes to drive from Ollie's school to Zoe's school. And I was like thinking the whole way here, like, I wish I could have said something to this woman. I wish I could have said something, and hopefully she will do something different next time. But I was so distracted trying to calm Oliver down that I just didn't even say anything to her. And then she just sped off. And that's another thing is, you know, it's a school zone, and she was going at least 35, 40, you know, where all these little kids are running around, and, you know, she could easily hit somebody. I just feel like it's so easy to be a good person. It is maybe not for everybody, but in everyday life, it is easy to be a good person, and it is easy to think about others. And, you know, even so much more than Oliver, because he is, you know, only one child, and I have the ability to calm him down. But what if there's a parent out there who has not yet figured out how to calm their child down? That was me last year at Zoe's school. Every freaking day, Oliver having meltdowns, and I had no idea. We didn't know he was autistic. We didn't know how to calm him down. We didn't know any sensory things. We just were, you know, oblivious. And to think that, you know, there is another mom out there who's probably feeling how I felt and doesn't know how to calm her child down, that could have been her. That could have been her trying to put her autistic child into the car, and her child had a meltdown, and she wouldn't have been able to get him out of the street. He would have been hit by a car because that one parent had to blare on their horn. And that's it. There's and even beyond that trigger, there are so many triggers. I mean, Ollie can't listen to any music loud, and that's his biggest thing, is the horn was just too loud for him. Like, he'll tell me if the music is too loud or if the TV's too loud, but that horn was just way too loud. Like, he could not control himself, and that's what triggered the meltdown. And I mean, there were so many things before this that we have like ironed out and, you know, fixed or come up with like ways to help. But even before this, there were many things that were triggers to him, whether it was food, toys, behaviors, anything like that. So I hope that whoever watches this, that doesn't know what I am going through or another mom or parent is going through, with children who have sensory problems, whether they're autistic or not, because some kids do have sensory things and they're not autistic. But I really do hope that you take a step back and think the next time you are going to do something that could be a trigger to somebody else. And by all means, I don't think I'm perfect. I think that I have a lot of flaws, and I work very hard every day to be better and do better. But I just hope that you guys, at least with this one thing, could realize what this horn is for. And the next time you are in such a hurry, be patient. Be patient, take a breath, and wait that 10 seconds that it's going to take for your child to walk to the car. So that's all I have. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and thank you for listening to my rant. And I love you all. Bye.